and my dad had gotten a job in Oklahoma, and I mean, that was where we as the children in the house, that's where we really, I realized that I knew that I wasn't saved. And, you know, back when we were little kids, we had made confessions of faith. And all they were was words that we said. Because when we moved up to Oklahoma, and my dad was working at TRG Drilling then, we did things that you couldn't imagine. And we had no reference of God. We had no, anything of God. Any Bible verses or anything like that to catch our eye, or anything that would glorify God. We didn't do it, and we were just lost souls that did not even want to perceive God. We get back after Oklahoma. The oil boom was going on, and then the oil bust happened, and my dad lost his job at TRG Drilling. We moved back to Texas. First we lived in Abilene, and then my parents wanted to move to San Antonio, because that was where my mother and my dad were married, and they believed that they should go back to where they started out. And I thank God that they did that, because that gave me a new perspective on life. And that is where God wanted me to be there, to know that God's will is true. And that is where they started going to Fellowship Independent Baptist Church, and that is where I really got saved. I submitted my life to Christ. I told God that I was a wicked sinner, and I needed to be saved. I didn't just want to be saved. I needed it. And that's the position that a lot of people have to get to before they even think about what Christ can do for them. And I said, God, kill me. And that is when God saved me. And it's amazing and to find out that when you're 13 years old, you can still be saved after you made a little confession of faith, and you are no more saved than the man in the moon, because it's personal. God has to get into your life, and God has to make your life a living hell before. I don't want to say this. I mean, God, He had to do this to me. God had to get me looking everywhere to find someone to get me out of this. And I found Jesus Christ, and I'm so blessed. But God, that was the last place that God had to get me.